G'day guys, Dan Barrett here from Big Smoke Barbecue and 4 Monkeys. Today we're going to be cooking up this whole chicken. I'm going to show you how to brine it, how to rub it, how to smoke it, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. So let's get cracking. So the first thing we want to do is make our brine. And I've got this briner bucket here. If you don't have a briner bucket, it's fine. You just need any sort of vessel that's going to hold water. You can use it like a large stock pot. You could even use a Ziploc bag if you want. And what I've got in here is half a cup of brown sugar and a quarter of a cup of kosher salt. And the first thing I'm going to do is start by adding a couple of cups of boiling water. And we're going to dissolve the brown sugar and the salt in the boiling water. Should only take about 30 seconds. Like so. To that we're going to add 3 crushed cloves of garlic, 3 bay leaves, 1 tablespoon of black peppercorns, 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds, and a good shake of 4 Monkeys chicken rub. Just like so. Now we've got everything dissolved. We don't want to dump our chicken in here yet because obviously it's boiling water, it's going to start cooking the chicken. So now we're going to add about 2 litres of cold water to the brine just to cool it down a bit. So it's that simple guys, that's our brine made. If you haven't brined a chicken before, do it. It seems like a little bit of messing about at the start, but it's well worth it. All those flavours are really going to get in there. It's going to help keep the chicken moist. So there's nothing left to do but to dump our chicken in. Just like so. Make sure it's submerged all the way. I've got this handy little briner bucket, as I said. Keeps everything submerged for me with this plate. But we're going to let that roll for about 2 hours into the fridge. And then we're going to come back and we're going to pull it out and we're going to put some rub on it and we're going to smoke it for a couple of hours and it's going to be absolutely delicious. See you soon. Alright guys, it's been 2 hours, this bird in the brine. We've pulled it out, we've dabbed it with some paper towel just to dry it off a bit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get some butter and we're going to break in between the breast and the skin. I'll just spin it around a bit so you can see it. And we're going to force some butter right down into that cavity there on either side of the breast. And what this is going to do, this is going to melt during the cook and it's just going to render butter just all on the inside there over the breast. It's going to keep it extra juicy once again, as well as the brine. Nice little trick this. Just like that. Get it right down there, don't be afraid to get your fingers in there. Try not to break the skin. And just like that, I'll get rid of this paper towel. Just like that. You can see it's underneath. And then we're going to hit it with some seasonings. We're going to cook this on the GMG today at about 300 degrees Fahrenheit. It's probably going to take a couple of hours, but we're going to just watch the internal temperature of the meat and we want to get around 165 Fahrenheit in the breast and about 185 in the thighs. The 2 rubs we're going to be hitting today with is the 4 Monkeys chicken and the 4 Monkeys home base. So we'll just flip it over. Start on the back side first, like so. From a height, just give it a nice, quick little sprinkle. Flip it over. You all know how to do this by now. Just like so. And then flipping it over again, starting on the underside again. with the 4 Monkeys chicken. Just like so. Can be a little bit tricky getting in all the nooks and crannies, but take your time. We always want to finish up presenting this side, so this is the side we want to hit last with the rub. It's going to give it a good colour. It's going to cook up beautifully, and this brine is going to make the world of difference. Just like that. Now we're going to let that sit for about 20 minutes. We're going to fire up the pit. As I said, 300 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to let this sit, and we'll whack it on, and we'll be back soon. Alright, so it's been 20 minutes. We've lit our pit. It's rolling at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. The bird's looking beautiful. Let's get it on the pit. We're not even really going to touch it for a couple of hours. We'll just let it roll out. If it starts to get a bit dark or whatever, we might do something to it, but we'll just see how it goes along. But we'll be back soon. So there you have it, guys. The chicken took about 2.5 hours. It hit about 165 in the breast, and it hit about 185 in the thighs there. We brined it for a couple of hours. We rubbed it with our 2 seasonings, and we hit it with a bit of cherry wood on the GMG. So now it's been resting here for about 10 minutes. Let's just carve it up a bit and let's have a taste, hey? Beautiful colour on it. Oh, don't know if you can see that. Oh my God. That is super juicy, unbelievable, just dripping. Look, just dripping juices. So that brine's gotten right in there. It's amazing. Trust me, if you haven't tried it, give it a go. And for all those people who were asking for that brine recipe all those years ago, here it is. Unbelievable.